Hey friends, it's nice to see you again. Today I'm gonna make this video on things I got out of 2020. As horrible of a year as it was, sometimes the hardest times in our lives are the times we grow the most. And I think it's really important that we all take some time to think about what we got out of last year, because there's always gonna be lessons in every difficulty. Then I'm going to talk about intentions for 2021. And it's really important that we set intentions every year, because those intentions will come true if we really focus on them. All right. So this is going to be a great video. I'm really excited to share this with you today. First thing that I got out of 2020 was that fear can kill you or make you sick. And we saw a lot of that happening this year, a lot of fear and a lot of illness and a lot of death. So what happens when you're in fear? Your adrenals go into overdrive. Our adrenals are such amazing glands because they're designed to help us run from danger and fight or flight. But the problem is that when our adrenals don't get a chance to relax, which was what was happening last year, because the fear was getting thrown in our face constantly through TV and media, we can't calm ourselves down. The fear was so intense and it gets us sick. All the blood drains from our brain and we can't think clearly. So there's a good chance we're going to do things that we regret later, maybe even do some very drastic things that are super scary. Okay. We can't sleep, so we go into extreme exhaustion, which also makes us sicker and also makes us possibly do things we regret. We crave sugar, which is one of the most toxic substances, so it's going to make us sicker also. And then we also crave caffeine, which is also very bad for your heart and every other part of your body. And with that, we can't downregulate or calm ourselves down. The second thing I learned, that we're much stronger than we realize. The thing that helped me be strong was continuing to work. We were deemed essential, and I'm so grateful because I love what I do and I love seeing the changes that happen with people as they get chiropractic care. They're more calm, they're more level-headed, their bodies are working more efficiently, their immune systems are stronger and healthier. And by me giving my gift to others, by doing adjustments on my patients, I was able to feel really like I was making a difference, right? A very big difference, and I know I was. Also, friends keep us strong. We have to turn to our friends that uplift us, our tribe that are like-minded people that have the same ideas and intentions as we do. Turning to nature can make us really strong. We have to rely on Mother Nature, which is our home, and we have to take care of Mother Nature, but also go in Mother Nature, like in the woods or out in the fresh air, and get some oxygen in our lungs and go walking and just look at all the things that were gifted to us by being on this beautiful earth and be thankful for it. Focus on your spiritual practice. So whether it's reading the Bible or any other spiritual text or someone that you follow that inspires you spiritually, that's really powerful, and it'll keep us stronger during difficult times. Also, remembering that the past matters, but it's over, and we can't dwell on that because it doesn't matter. It does matter, but it's not going to help us anymore. The future is unknown, so worrying about the future will also not help us. And that our power is in the present moment. This very moment is so powerful, and it's all we have. So be present. Be present with everything you do. Think about everything you do. Stop looking at social media and mainstream media, because that, again, will take us away from our present moment, and that's all we really have. Never neglect your well-being. That is the most important thing I can say to you, and I say it all the time. Make your health and your self-care a priority. So what do you do on a regular basis every single day that's going to help support you? Because remember, a lot of things around you are draining you. The people you work with, your family, the mainstream media, all these things can really drain us. So what do we want to do? We want to have a self-care routine and schedule, and we want to stick to it. First thing in the morning, what I do is I drink my big glass of water. I do my apple cider vinegar. I write my gratitude list, my intentions, get some fresh air, go for a walk, or do some stretching. Make sure I eat really healthy and take my supplements, get adjusted on a regular basis every single week. These are my self-care things. Meditation and practicing kindness and love. But first we have to always give ourselves that kindness and love, because if we deplete ourselves, there's nothing left for us to give to others. And every time we fill ourselves with love and kindness, we elevate our energy field, and then we can share it more easily. The fourth thing I learned is not to hold on to toxic emotions, and that's been really a challenge for me because I feel a lot of anger from what's happening right now and what was happening before. So basically, what do we do? When we're holding toxic emotion, we might turn to things that we regret, like alcohol, drugs, unhealthy food, or violence. But instead, go do the things I told you before, like turning to friends that you know care for you or family members. Go out in nature or pray. Ask God or your higher power to help you release that emotion and just allow it to happen. Sometimes that's all you have to do. Actually, that's always all you have to do is just ask for that emotion to be released. Ask the tree. Ask your teddy bear, whatever. Ask the sky, but just ask and allow it to happen. And that's all it really takes. So those are my main takeaways from last year. And now I want to share with you how to go forward into the new year in a positive way. And the way we do that is to have intentions. So last year, I always have a word for the year. Last year, my word was truth. And there's so much truth being exposed right now from sources that you're not seeing. So you just have to know what sources you're watching or listening to, and then follow those, but not necessarily the stuff that you're seeing on mainstream media, because that's all being censored. So they're only showing you what they want you to see, and they're taking things away that aren't necessarily serving you. So if you want to create a word for the year, that's a great idea. But what you really want to do is make a list of what you want for yourself going forward. And review that list all the time. And I'm not talking about exercise more or eat healthier. I'm talking about every little thing that you possibly could want in your life. Write it down. Go crazy. Don't hold anything back, because there's so much potential that you have. But unless you write it down and focus on it and believe in it, it's not going to happen. Next year, it could be a completely different year for you, but you have to write down the things you want and review them on a regular basis. And even if it seems so out there, it doesn't matter. You want to step out of your comfort zone, and then you want to take action on those things that are important to you. Maybe 10 things. Maybe you want to do a list of like personal, right? Family, professional, or work-related, spiritual. You can make categories and then write a couple of things under each category, or just write 10 things down that are really important to you. And if you make a list of 100 things, then those 10 things that are coming up the most for you are the ones you want to really focus on. Realize that what you love to do can actually become your true calling and your occupation, because when we have that emotion of love and excitement connected to something, we can't help but be successful at it. So remember, don't hold back. People have been successful with things that you would never imagine, and there's so much potential out there right now, and it's a great time to start something new. So let's say you want to be a quilt maker because you love quilts. Take a course on quilt making. Read a book on quilt making. Find a mentor that does quilt making. Watch videos on YouTube. There's so many ways to expand on this thing that you love, and you just have to actually take the action. And it can be uncomfortable, but do it. You're worth it. You're that important. And finally, make your health a priority, a top priority. If there's one thing we learned last year, that without health, we have nothing, absolutely nothing. Your health affects everyone you know and everything you do. So make sure you take steps and be consistent with those steps and do them on a regular basis. I would like to offer you something very, very special. If you watched this video and you're inspired to try something new to improve your health this year, I would like to offer you a complimentary consultation and $100 off your first visit with me. It's normally $150. That includes 2 visits, your first visit and your follow-up visit, and this offer will expire the end of January, but I can't help but make you realize that if you take that action right now, you will actually do it. But if you wait, you're not going to do it. So call the office right now, 201-385-7800, make your appointment. I would love to help you improve your health. And if I can't, then I'll tell you and I'll point you in the direction that will help you. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you learned a lot and I inspired you to look back at last year, find the things that helped you grow, and then to start putting some action into having an amazing year for 2021. I see great things happening for you and for all of us. Thank you. Have a great one. Bye.